A lot of us love Jensen Beach, so there are going to be a lot of pros here. But what are the cons? I think that's a big one that we're going to explore right now. Hi everyone, my name is Natalia Reinhardt. I am a realtor with Home Sweet Home Realty on the Treasure Coast, and I talk about all things related, where to live, where to eat, and where to play. And if you want to stay in tune with the area, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every week. And today we're going to talk about where to live, pros and cons of Jensen Beach. And let me tell you, this was not easy to do. I spoke to many neighbors, I texted many people that grew up there, and I was just trying to get true feedback, like realistic, like pros and cons about the area. And so you might be surprised to learn a few things. Let's get started. Número uno, it's a pro. Jensen Beach is highly renowned to be a very relaxed and chill beach town, and they love it and they're proud of it and they want to keep it that way, which they should, and everyone else wants it too, even if they're not a resident. And so although you see here on the map that Jensen Beach is in between Port St. Lucie and Stuart, you still get a relaxed vibe. Now US 1 is busy, I'm not going to play that down, you will see it. But go on the causeway, go, on Jensen Beach Boulevard, and it's completely fine. You see that the population just dies down and it's calm and serene, and it's just really, really relaxed. I can't even say that enough. When we look at 2010, they had about 11,700 people, and in 2020, they had 13,479 people. I don't know about you, but that's kind of incredible. Like, that's super little. And to think that they're between Port St. Lucie and Stuart, which are growing. So it's really surprising. It's excellent that they are able to manage to keep it small and quaint. So way to go, Jensen Beach. Número dos, retail. Yes. I don't know if this is a pro and a con. I'm going to put it as both. Depends on who you are and what you like. But at least for me and all the people that I spoke to, and again, we might be in the same wavelength, but we love the fact that Jensen Beach, although it's a small town, they have more stores in a small radius than, like Port St. Lucie, the east side of it. There's tons of things that you can find. You have the big box stores, you have Target, you even have Aldi, Home Depot, Lowe's, there's Hobby Lobby, there's just a lot of big names that you can find, and there's competition within them. It has grown tremendously. I have a friend in particular who grew up in Jensen Beach, so more than 20 years ago. He said it's kind of weird to think that back in the day, US 1 only had the McDonald's and the Treasure Coast Mall. Now you see that same area and it's, Bank of America, Sonic, it's Longhorn, Olive Garden, it's Red Lobster, it's, Taco Bell, like you just name it, it's surrounded by retail, whether it's chain restaurants or other big box stores. And that's how much it has grown in 20 years, and they're filling up. And they still have space to continue more retail stores. And as you can see here, like this big plot of land, it's already designated for retail. But it's not just big box stores that they have. There's lots and plenty of mom and pop shops in all sorts of things, whether it's fashion or restaurants, whether it's even like gun ranges or whatnot. They have a variety of stores owned by locals, mom and pop shops, and it's fully and 100% supported. So there is a lot of commercial, a lot of action happening in Jensen Beach, especially on US 1. Número tres, going along with retail and with stores and so forth, Jensen Beach has the ideal downtown area. I wish Port St. Lucie had something like this. It is a great way to represent the town without it being like forced. Okay, it's very natural. You can tell that it's been like years in progress, and there's just a very calm and cool and relaxed vibe. Just good vibes. You can go for day stroll. Lots of people have breakfast there to start off their weekends. There are tons of people that can go and enjoy for date nights, and it's just comfortable. There are lots of different stores also beyond restaurants. There's boutiques and there's art galleries. Again, it's just good. It's just, the ideal, like I want to get away from the house and I want to just enjoy the outdoors and do maybe some window shopping, enjoy art. I love it. Número 4. We're looking at a con. I'm not in love with the housing market on Jensen Beach, which is a teller. Like, it is a reason why the population is so low in this area. So when you look at single family homes, there's very, very little inventory on Jensen Beach. So if you go hunting for single family, the true negative about it is super low inventory, and it's always been the case. It's not a pandemic result. It's not a consequence because of the pandemic. But they've always had low inventory with single family homes. And here on Jensen Beach, there is a difference about the lot, the makeup of the lot of the home. So you can find bigger homes. They will be bigger prices, but when it comes down to it, you really won't have much of a yard. So if you truly want like the, I don't want to say stereotypical, but if you want kind of the more suburban life with a big yard and maybe put, like a jungle gym of some sort outside and whatnot, then you are going to be limited in space come Jensen Beach. When we look at specifically this chart, we see that the median sales price of a home in January of 2020 was $351,000 versus it only rose 4% pandemic time frame. The median sales price as of January of 2021 is $365,000. That's petty that it only rose 4%, knowing how the rest of the market is. So it really tells you on how it has been unchanged in Jensen Beach because of the pandemic. There's just always been little inventory with single family homes. So keep that in mind. That is, I think, a con. There's just little inventory. Overall, like there's not movement happening. But you also have to ask why. So we're going to go over that. The second part of the con I want to go over are the condos. And it's not even so much of a con, but it's more informative. So there's less single family homes on Jensen Beach. Well, I guess on the flip side, the positive is there's more condos. That's what Jensen Beach is known for. They're mostly on Hutchinson Island, but you can still get some water views of the lagoon, of the intercoastal, or of the river. So you do have options for condos for some type of waterfront view. And you can see right here on this chart in particular that the median sales price of condos last year of January of 2020 was $177,000, let's say $178,000, okay? But it rose, okay, 22%. January 2021, it's at $217,000. And to be honest, that's very affordable considering that a lot of those condos have, amenities. You're looking at the pool, the gym. It has, a good, dog park, or there's other amenities. You don't have to take care of mowing the lawn or pest control. So there are a lot of pluses when it comes to living in a condo. And to buy a home that you own for $217,000, I think it's awesome. But in the meantime, if you really want to know more about the housing market and how it kind of is forecasting for the next quarter 2, then check out my video right up here. Número 5, we have to give a pro. I know it's another pro. to the Martin school system. The district here in Martin County where Jensen Beach is, it's phenomenal. I've said it in so many other videos. It's just good. They're so good at it. And I think from my experience, families don't want to move out of Jensen Beach. You get all the retail stores, you get the, quiet, quaint lifestyle, and then the schools rock, specifically the high school. So if the elementary schools are good, if the middle school is good to decent, and the high school is phenomenal, why would you move? I think people want to stay. And they want to stay because at the end, that high school is an A school consistently. So, go Falcons. Número 6. We have the beaches. Yes, unlike Port St. Lucie, Jensen Beach can claim they have beaches, hence the name, and they have more than just the actual ocean beach. There's the intercoastal, and there's many sides to the intercoastal that you can have access to the water. So you can go fishing galore. You can just hang out, do the windsurfing. There's just so many things you can do because of the different types of waters at Jensen Beach. And one of the things I love to do is go to Indian Riverside Park, kind of like the perfect spot for my kid, and I love it, and it's free. It has a splash park or a fountain, an interactive fountain, which is phenomenal for the hot summer days. But then it has a little section right across. I can go back and forth. My kid runs back and forth, and he enjoys the calm waters of the intercoastal, and is super shaded for the parents, which is important to me. And I can just sit down and watch him, and it's super shallow. I love it. Anyways, so I love the beaches because there are so many different types of choices on Jensen Beach. And even when you go onto the island and you find a spot there, I love that there is a concession stand, that there's clean bathrooms, that it's clean in general. The beach is well maintained, and you can go to that main part on Jensen Beach, or you can just keep driving on A1A and find more secluded beaches. I love having options. Número 7. I had to put my critical thinking cap on, and I think, I don't want to say harsh, but real with this con. And this is my last con for Jensen Beach. I don't have many others. I'm sorry, that's it. Inventory low, that's a con. Well, this, I think it's a real con. It has happened several times. We're talking about flooding. Yes. I'm not hiding it from you all. I'm making it real. I'm making it known. I'm being transparent. Okay, so there's two things that we need to, we need to separate. Does it flood in your home? Or do you need flood insurance if you live on Jensen Beach? Probably not. So here's an example of a home. This area, this neighborhood in particular, is right off of Jensen Beach Boulevard. Okay, just remember that it's off of Jensen Beach Boulevard. So this home is actually located in flood zone X. If you go to FEMA.gov, just search by address. If you do that, which I have the link in the description below, if you are flood zone X, it doesn't matter where in Florida, then you are not required to have flood insurance, meaning it's almost no risk when it comes to flooding in your home or in that neighborhood your home is in, which is good. It actually says a lot about the construction and how just everything is up to code. Literally, the home is higher. The foundation of the home is higher. And so there's better drainage also and all that stuff. However, we had significant storms. Rainstorms, and one of them in October in particular was so heavy and so consistent, it didn't light up. So here we are in Martin County Sheriff's Department posting on Facebook, hey, be aware, alert, 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 that Jensen Beach on US 1 on Jensen Beach Boulevard and heading to the bridge, it's flooded. And it was flooded by a lot. and Stuart. Parts of Stuart were also flooded by a lot, and it's like detour. And so if you are planning on moving to Jensen Beach, just know the major areas, the major roads of Jensen Beach get flooded, and not by a little. We love Jensen Beach, and pretty much even non-residents love Jensen Beach. It's very hard to come up with cons. So in the comments below, let me know if you have lived here, do live here currently on Jensen Beach. What are the cons? What else is there? I want to learn. Maybe my, sphere, my circle of friends is too small. Doubt it. But whatever, you let me know. I am curious. What are other cons? So post below so that other people can learn. If you need any assistance in finding a home, then feel free to contact me. My information is in the description below. My name is Natalia Reinhardt. I am your host to the Treasure Coast, and I will see you around town.